Great Shrotas and Seekers who have understood the importance of human life, who have understood the importance of Tattva Jnana, who have understood the importance of Shastra Adhyana, who have understood the importance and necessity of Satsanga, therefore are managing every day, making it convenient every day to spare this 2 hours of time to study our sublime Shastras. You all are welcome. A great hearty congratulations to you. Best thing you are doing that can be assuredly said. Do continue till the subject matter is thoroughly understood, sufficient inspiration and initiative is taken, and are able to move on the path. And why not? In this very life, reach the ultimate goal also. May the Divine too bless us in this glorious endeavor. लोकसेवक धर्मस्थापक विरागी भक्त शिष्य मुमुक्षु जिज्ञासु श्रोता साधक परिश्रमी प्रेरित प्रशांत गंभीर एंड संस्कृत भाषा ज्ञाता व्याकरण सहित these and such related individualities let us understand to be very important to go on developing to evolve spiritually, and let us do our due efforts. Remember always the Guru Ganas, the Shastra Ganas, the Devata Ganas are always ready to help us. Let us receive the help, blessings, empowerment, guidance. So too the Jagan Matas help we need, blessings we need, also of Ishvara and also the Brahma Tattva. In fact, Upanishad says, Yam eva eshaha atma vrunute tena labhya. It is a Brahma Tattva, we'll have to do the Varnama of us, then only that Brahma Tattva reveals to us. So we need the blessings of all. Let us recognize it without any tamoguna. Let us do the sadhanas without any tamoguna, with Shuddha Sattva Guna. Come, wonderful friends, let us continue studying this beautiful Shastra, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. It will be followed by our Dhanyashtakam, then our Sankshipta Skanda Purana. Today, tomorrow, the Utkala Khanda concludes. Then we start the story of Badrika Ashrama, Badri Narayana, Bhagavan's Agamana, Ityadi. And our Taittira Upanishad. We have done the first Anuvaka Parayanam yesterday. In the second Brahmananda Valley, we continue. In the first text study, Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, we are into Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam, 18th Sarga, Drushtanta Nirupanam. In it, there are two parts. In the first part, Sri Vasishtha Bhagavan gives lot of Drushthanthas, that means examples, to tell us the main result of moksha that is obtained as a result of studying and doing the sadhana as prescribed in the Shastra, and also gives lot of Dushtantas to tell us about the side results, the byproducts also, other than Brahma Prapti, for our better Vyavahara, etc., in before, en route, and even after reaching. First half having covered this topic. In the second half, again, Sri Vasishthaji tells about the importance of Drishtanta examples in conveying the Jnanam. Without the Upamana or Drishtanta, the Jnana cannot be conveyed to a person who doesn't know anything. For conveying the unknown to the person, the known examples alone are the means. He will be telling about that point to us. Then he will tell us, cautions us, tells a very important topic that any number of examples that are given, remember each example, each drishtanta is to convey a part of the knowledge. Neither the total knowledge can be given by any drishtanta or example, nor in the example everything is valid or to be caught. No, everything of the example is not taken, example is not taken to show the similarity of every kind of the example. Only a part and parcel of the example is taken to explain a part and parcel of the knowledge. Neither the complete knowledge is gained by any example, nor any example should be taken completely literally. It may not match with. So these type of some cautions he tells us, thus prepares our minds to enjoy through the examples and the kathas, akhyana they are called, and the yuktis, that we are going to give you the beautiful tattva jnana, brahma jnana, atma jnana, moksha jnana. So we have seen, dear friends, up to yesterday, Yasmin Shrute Mate 35th shloka. Still, we will see from 33rd onwards. In fact, up to 37 we have seen. 33 onwards we browse through to do some more shlokas today. We may try to continue up to verse number 43 today. Let us see how much it is done. Now to create that ekagrata bhakti shraddha in us, spend 3 minutes in doing the prarthana mantras and sankalpa. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo भक्ति विद्या योग विद्या धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यस्संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यासादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म से वैदिक ऐन्दव संस्कृते साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिसमस्त मन्दिराणामाश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयागसाधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् कृणादारभ्य वैदिकहिन्दुसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां श्रोतॄणां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देशधर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओं श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वसिष्ठादृषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ते स्थितानि च यत्र ईमोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति श्रीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरेवनं सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तदाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। तद्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं दृष्टान्त निरूपणं नाम अष्टादश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Friends, we attentively enjoy these great meanings that are conveyed in this Shastra, the Jnanams that are given, the sadhanas that are given, the hints that are given, the cautions that are told, the moksha margas that are given, the techniques to make the outer inner life smoother. Let us learn from the great saint Vaashishthaji and improve ourselves, evolve ourselves from our own self created samsara to our own self giver of the moksha. Yesterday we saw beautifully that Narayana. What was it is? Shastram subodhame vedam salankara vibhushitam kavyam rasamayam charu dushtantaihi pratipaditam idam shastram subodham. It's not durbodha, it's not very difficult to understand. It can be easily understood. And to help us to understand, sa alankara vibhushitam. Aneka alankara bhushanas are there in this shastra to make it attractive and interesting. Then kavyam. It's a beautiful kavya. It won't make you boring. Rasamayam, the jnana rasa, the bhakti rasa, the yoga rasa, the viveka rasa, the vairagya rasa, the shanti rasa, all of those rasas are taught to us in this beautiful shastra. Then charu dushtantaihi pratipaditam, and the subject matter, truth reality is pratipadita, established through charu sundara dushtanta, lord of examples and akhyayika kathas. So the dushtanta saundarya, rasa saundarya, काव्य सौंदर्य अलंकार विभूषण सौंदर्य सुबोध सौंदर्य, all of them are there in the shastra. Don't have any doubt at all, don't have any fears, don't have any inhibitions, don't have any excuses entertained given by the mind to miss the chance of listening to this shastra, even one day, even one class. That commitment. Then Bhagavan says, Vasishtaji, buddhyate swayamevedam kinchit padapadarthavit swayam vastu navetidam srotavyam tena panditat vastu swayam veti idam. Okay, idam swayam eva veti buddhyate kinchit padapadarthavit. Little of Sanskrita bhasha if you have, the subject that's conveyed here, the sadhanas that are indicated can be easily understood. And wherever naveti idam, because of various reasons of that particular prasanga you can't catch, or maybe you don't have the Sanskrita bhasha, paravinita ityadi, srotavyam panditat. Tena in that case, listen from the Panditji. In both cases, what is meant is don't for any reason give up the study of the Shastra. Okay, if you are able to understand, well and good. Just because I can't understand Sanskrit, so I don't study it, don't say that, because the Shastra contains such a beautiful guidance to you. Why do you miss it? Then what to do, sir, when I can't study, understand? Panditjis are there, from them listen. Gurus are there, from them listen. Our acharyas are there, kind enough to teach us. Let us listen from them, but don't miss it. You know what Vasishthaji is conveying? We are conveying. But are we both, the speaker and listener, catching his intention? That with so much love is going to give expansively the entire jnanam. He wants us to listen. He wants us to make use of all that in our life. Because without such jnanam, we only become our own enemy. With that jnanam, we become our own friend to lift us away from all limitations and problems. He continues saying, both Sundarman, Yasmin Shrute Mate Jnate Tapo Dhyana Japadikam Moksha Praptau Narasyeha Nakinchidupayujyate. So this one Shastra, when it is Shrute, with all attentiveness, when it is heard, like Sri Ramji tells to Lakshmanaji in Tulsi Ramayana Aranyakanda in Ramagita, Suniyata Tamatima Nachitalaye. हे पुत्र मति मन चित लाकर सुनो. So yasmin shrute, when the shastra is heard single pointedly, attentively, with shraddha, with so much bhakti and prema, then mate, when the mananam of this jnanam heard is done, oh, this was the example given. In that example, this was the thought conveyed. Through the thought, through that example, this is the knowledge is given. In this way, when we do the mananam, called as mate, then jnate. After mananam, when the jnanam is gained, and there are two types of jnanams always. One jnana gives result when you follow up it with the action. And there is another jnanam. Gaining the jnanam itself is the result. Gaining jnanam alone is the result, itself is the result, is only in one case. That is Brahma jnana. Because Brahma jnana we gain, we become Brahman, or we realize that Brahman to be ourselves, that's infinite. You are already blissful, liberated. Nothing more follow-up action is required. In many other jnanams of antakarana shuddhi or various things, followed by that jnana, we have to do the karma. So here jnate means when the reality is known. Yasmin shastre shastrokta tattvam shrute tattvam mate tattvam jnate. Only this much if we do, he says, tapo dhyana japadikam moksha praptau narasya nakinchid upayujyate. For a person who wants to have the moksha, Shruti, Manana, Jnana of this Shastra is sufficient enough. Tapaha and then Dhyana, then Japa, these things doesn't require, are not required. Because what we achieve through the tapasya, the mana indriya ekagrata, what we achieve through the dhyana, the experience of the self, what we uh, achieve through the japa, again the single pointedness, they are included in the sadhana of shravana of manana of jnana of the shastra. Especially you need not do tapodhyana japa. It's a very subtle, very useful thought it is conveyed. And many of us engage in tapa dhyana japa, thinking that ये सब होने के बाद जब अंतःकरण शुद्ध एकाग्र होएगा, then I listen to Shastra. And many people recommend it like that only. But here Vaashishthaji is making something interesting. That's time you spend for your tapasya, your dhyana, your japa. That time you spend for this only. In this, two both are included. The result of tapodhyana japa is included in that, and this Shastra is giving you the tattva jnana, वो भी इसमें आ जाएगा. You understood? Therefore, उनका स्पेशली करने की जरूरत नहीं होती. But you have to do the Shravana, Manana, and Jnana. Jnana means Anubhuti through Abhyas of the Shastra. So by saying this, the Shravana, Manana, Jnana ka importance to get maximum and total and main and complete benefit of the Shastra, Vasishthaji is indicating to us. But I don't have time because I'm busy in Tapo Jnana. You need not do all, worry about them. You just do this. Like many people, throughout life they are busy in their Gita Parayan, Vishnu Sahasranam Parayan. Anytime you tell them, Mataji, aiye, suniye satsang, they say, no, I have my own programs, very busy, I am busy in my Parayan. No, we cannot tell them because what they are doing good only. But the fact is what? The satsanga gives you tattva jnana. The result of all upasana japa you are doing is the guru, the availability of somebody to teach us the shastras. Through the shastra only you know tattva jnana. But somehow they are both. They are attached to their sadhana, sattvic attachment, and they cannot be told. Therefore, we don't tell also. But if the Tattva Shastra is regularly heard, all the other things automatically included in them, isn't it? Included means what? Single pointedly, when we listen, the jnana, what you call genya, gives meaning to all other sadhanas also. But only we do them, and that also mechanically done, and nowhere reaching higher, then the good opportunity is not completely utilized. So here also your tapasya, dhyana, japa, uska sara phal isme included hai. Yes, listen, do the manana and do the jnana. That's it. Now, एतत् शास्त्रघनाभ्यासात् पौनः पुण्येन वीक्षणात् पाण्डित्यं स्यादपूर्वं हि चित्तसंस्कारपूर्वकम् is a very sublime thing conveyed here by Sri Vashishthaji. एतत् शास्त्र घन अभ्यासात्. So, पौनः पुण्येन वीक्षणात्. So, when we do the abhyasa of the shastra ghana rupena and also do the vikshana paunah punyena. Paunah punya vikshana means repeatedly browsing through the shastra. Before that, thoroughly we have done the study of it many times. The thoroughly studying shastra is called here as ghana abhyas. Like there is a patha and there is to a patha the ghana is added. It was ghana patha. In that ghana patha, many times it is repeated so that it is registered in the heart. So, एतत् शास्त्र घना अभ्यासात means if the शास्त्र का अध्ययन करके उसका साधना का अभ्यास when repeatedly we do, then pauna punyena vikshanaat again and again browse back to it, isn't it? Again and again, so that we are not forgotten with that knowledge is afresh in our mind, along with the Brahmagnana, along with the so many other side benefits that were told already. They all will come. Not only that, some two more beautiful benefits are told. Pandityam syad apurvam hi chitta samskara purvakam. So first the chitta becomes Sanskrita, cultured. Ana yuktata, sanskritata in the chitta will come. That Sanskritata, Yuktata of the Chitta will give him a special thing called as Panditya. With that Panditya, what will happen? To every problem of inner and outer, two things. He'll have a pakka solution. One. Second is, the solution always is Tattva Jnana based. This is the Panditya. For his own lives, any of the problems come, immediately the solution clicks, and in that solution, it is a Tattvika solution only. Same way, anybody comes with any problem, he will give the answer in such a way that that person understands the solution of that problem along with the cause of problem from the Tattva Drushti. That is a Panditya. Like a person comes and says, I have lots of financial problem and all. So he will tell, he will ask first, for your livelihood, do you have the money or not? Yes, it's for livelihood I have anyway. But I want to have Bangla, Gadi, Goda. For that I am not getting the money, Manaji. Then this Jnani, the student of this Yogavasta Maharamayana, who has done the Pauna Punya Vikshana, who has done the Ghana part of the Shastra, for him, to answer to that point is, he will tell, thank God you are lucky. That what is required for you, Bhagavan that's is giving you, and he is not burdening you with your more money and not distracting you. Thank you. You thank the Lord, you are lucky. Now use that time for your sadhana. This is called as Panditya answer. Exactly this is what Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavan gives in Bhajagovindam in the second sloka in answering to the Artha Purushartha. See the systematic explanation there. Shankara Bhagavan is Panditya. He says Mudha Jahihi Dhana Agama Trishna. Hey Mudha, Jahi, conquer the Trishna for more and more dhana. Then, Yad Lavase Nija Karma Upatam Vittam. Any vitta you gain because of your own personal duty, Tena Vinodaya Chittam. With that, be contented. Then what to do in the remaining time when Trishna tension is given up? Second line he says, Udajahi Danagam Trishna Kuru Sad Buddhim Manasi. In your mana, do the Sad Buddhi. Means Sad Vastu ka Buddhi karo. Use that time energy saved by not having that Trishna for gaining the Sad Buddhi, for gaining the Sad Vastu Jnana, Paramatma Jnana. You understood? That is the meaning of Panditya. So, Chitta Samskara and Panditya. The Chitta will be fully disciplined, fully matured, fully made purified, fully subtle, made subtle, and then he will have a Pandityam. Means, for anybody's any problem, he will have the solution, but that solution is Adhyatmic also. Wonderful, no? Then again same thing. What is the way that the humanity is destroying the whole Prakriti, killing each other with war and all? महाराज आप कहते हैं कि सोल्यूशन क्या है? फिर वही कहते हैं जिंदगी में जब हम मिनिमम में जीना सीखते हैं और जिंदगी परमात्मा के लिए जानते हैं उसी तरह जीते हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली एक्सेसेस खत्म होते हैं then the mutual wars destruction of all prakriti the automatically goes away. Okay, Panditya means here, like when you have a tree, you want it to grow. So take a with water and put water on every of the leaf and put water on the every of the branch. Do we do so when we have to water the tree? No, we will water the roots. Water the root, all other things are taken care. So thus Mahatma's answer to every question, solution to every problem will be like watering the roots. At the root level he gives. Because he has got the root, the Brahma Jnana, through study of this Shastra. And in the Shastra, while taking that person to the Brahma Jnana, en route only, entire Chitta Samskara is being given to him. Samskrit means the total training is given to the Chitta. What is the job of Chitta? To do the Chintana. So Chitta Samskara means Chintana of the Chitta in such an effective way to get such an answer to every of the question, which is both the solution to the problem as well as guide for spirituality, guiding spirituality. This is a byproduct. Huh? So, etat shastra ghana abhyasat pauna punyena vikshanat. Pandityam syad apurvam pandityam, which is never seen earlier. That apurva panditya means that panditya which you don't get in any other study. If you study physics, physics only you get, you will not get panditya. If you study chemistry, chemistry knowledge will come. And in those subjects, people are very intelligent. But ask them about other things, I don't know. But ye jnani jo hai na, for all the universal problems, he will have the jnana, so solution, the pandityam. So chitta samskara purakam apurvam pandityam syat. Same is with when we study Bhagavad Gita Adi Shastras. How many hundreds topics Bhagavan Krishna covered there? If you go through every shloka very very carefully, मजा आता है. पढ़ेंगे हम गीता ऑलरेडी पढ़ रहे हैं भाष्य से शुरू होगा अभी we are already seeing people may be angry with me that the first chapter only already we have spent 78 days today 6 to 7 days more it will take now so 80-85 days only for first chapter and without bhashya एक चैप्टर को 80 दिन है तो 18 चैप्टर को 900 दिन हो जाएंगे सो 2.5-3 साल एवरीडे करने से. Anyways, so Pandityam, Chitta Samskara also will be the byproduct along with Brahma Jnana when one does the Pauna Punya, what do you call, Vikshana as well as Ghana Abhyasa of Etat Shastra. So again, the Ghana Abhyasa, Pauna Punya Vikshana, we must understand them. Na? Remember, in spirituality, because of our lack of memory power, because of our too much of intelligences in the world, knowledge doesn't come and doesn't stay. For anybody, for the knowledge to come and stay permanently, Pauna Punya Vikshana Ghana Abhyasa is required. This is what we are missing. And like any mantra we take, Vakatunda Mahakaya, Saraswati Namastubhyam, Shantagara Mujasen, or Sahanavavad, or Tachayo Ravruni Mahe, or Shanno Mitraha. How many of these shlokas we taught? Thousands. But did we do the Ghana Abhyas of them? Pauna Punya Vikshana. Isliye, that meaning is not has gone into our heart. Therefore, those mantras we never remember. Therefore, it never clicks to us. यार दिन भर हम अपने दिमाग को फालतू विचारों में इतना वेस्ट कर रहे हैं. Instead of that, why cannot I casually sit and take that Ganapati mantra Vakratunda Mahakaya and pray to him ardently? Whether I'm in bus stop, whether I'm traveling in a car, somebody else is driving, whether somewhere I'm waiting for someone. अरे इतने हजारों लाखों मंत्र है उनके मनन चिंतन के द्वारा you can do your sadhana there, but that never comes because it never went inside, because we never did the purna pauna punya vikshana, nor we have done the what called ghana abhyas of those mantras, isn't it? And why the kama krodhadi vikaras coming? Why the bhoga saktis are coming? Because every bhoga vastu, pauna punya vikshanam, ghana abhyasa we have done, that the samskaras are made so strongly of that जब भी आराम से बैठो कोई कोई नहीं वस्तु कोई ना कोई भोग वही याद आते हैं. So what we send inside that only comes outside. So Bhagavan says, do the pauna of punya vikshana means repeated vikshana, ghana abhyasa means thorough abhyasa of this shastra yoga vasishtha Maharaj. तो एतत् शास्त्रगण अभ्यासात् पौनपुण्यवीक्षणात् पांडित्यम स्यात् अपूर्वम ही along with चित्त संस्कार पूर्वकम. That's the beauty. Run. Now one more shloka starts again. The subtle things now here भगवान is taking up. यहाँ से लेकर थोड़े सूक्ष्म विषयों का विचारना शुरू होता है. Actual विचार will start from the उत्पत्ति प्रकरण onwards. थोड़ा यहाँ से शुरू कर रहे हैं उसका कि अहम जगदिति प्रौढ़ः द्रष्टुदृश्य पिशाचकः पिशाचोर्कोदयेनेव स्वयं शाम्यत्ययत्नतः. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट श्लोकास यहाँ से थोड़ा सुनना. वेरी कैची, वेरी subtle. I don't know how many of us will be able to understand it. He says, Aham Jagat, me and the world in front of me. And what are these two? Aham Drashta. What is the Jagat? Drushya. दिस दृष्टा दृश्य रूपी अहम एंड जगत दो है ना, इसको भगवान यहाँ वशिष्ठ जी कह रहे पिशाच कहा. इट इज अ पिशाच. व्हाट द पिशाच डस? दे टेक अवे आवर ब्लड, they will do lot of himsa to us and they will even kill us. So pisacha nritya pisacha hela, very terrible it. And an idea of it, if you want to have, all these terrorist groups are there na, when they capture somebody whom they consider as enemies, what they deal with them is called paishachika nritya. They spit on them, they beat them, they गरम गरम किससे उनको वो जला देते हैं, उनका उंगली काट देते हैं, उनको खाना नहीं दे, बाल खींच के नोचते हैं, इधर से उधर फेंकते हैं, धक्का देते हैं, डंडा मारते हैं, लात मारते हैं. These are all called as पिशाच कर्म, दुष्ट पिशाच कर्म. दे टेररिस्ट ग्रुप्स दे डू. नहीं करना चाहिए, वो भयंकर है वो. So this drashta drishya aham jagat is the pishacha, and this is what making us so miserable. And both drashta dushta pishacha are projected only on Shuddha Paramatma. So here he gives example which has come earlier also. Arka udayena, when the Lord Sun comes, Swayam by itself, the pishacha arka pishacha, the nighttime pishacha, either real पिशाच और दृष्ट पिशाच. नाटक मतलब जो भ्रम के कारण हुआ पिशाच, both of them as the morning comes they go away. Shamyati swayam ayatnatah. In the same way, in the study of this shastra, in the realization of the Brahman and substratum, the two things that are projected called as Jagat and Aham, Drashta Drushya, which were playing the Pishacha Leela, ayatnatah shamyati, without effort, they get quietened, they get dissolved. Now, how difficult it is to understand and accept that we live the life only of ahamidam only, drashta dushya only. That alone is the life we think. But we are forgetting that in that only we are suffering. An example you see in the Nidra, there is no drashta drashya bhedo. Therefore, whatever the pishacha, hela or khela of Jagrat and Sapna, where we trouble others and we get troubled by others, both of them are not there in in the Nidra. An example, जब हम निद्रा में रहते हैं, no pishacha nritya of I trouble others, others troubling me. Why? How do I trouble others? How I get troubled? Only because drashta drishya bheda. In nidra ये दोनों नहीं है. Therefore, only anandam. I really loved this shloka. Aham jagaditi praudah pishachakaha. Prauda means very deeply rooted, strong pishacha. Why the prauda word used here? Because we are refusing to understand that in this dvaita of the ahamidam is only alone is entire samsara dukkha. इतना डीपली rooted है कि this is the only way it can be lived. We take it like that. And when it is said all problems are because of that only, my dear, transcend the drashta and drishya, see the substance of both of them, we refuse. We say we don't even accept the possibility of that. That's why it's called praudha pishachaka. So drashtru drishyam aham jagatiti praudha pishachaka swayam shamyate ayatnata. Without effort that gets quietened when this knowledge of this Shastra is gained by us. Just like the रात का पिशाचा सुबह होते ही चला जाता. Either the real pishachas or the pishachaka brahma, as I told you the other day, in the dark nights, in the villages and all, the movement of the trees or the movement of creepers, the sound made by them, or what I said, small little creatures, everything appears to be pishacha. डर लगता है. रात भर नींद भी नहीं आता. जो नए लोग सिटी से गांव जाते हैं, जो गांव में रहने वालों को उनको आदत. That whole pishacha krela goes away when the early morning comes. Sunlight comes. And same thing to make it more substantially understood, Bhagavan repeats in the verse number 38 कि भ्रमो जगदहं चेति स्थित एव उपशाम्यते स्वप्नमोहः परिज्ञातः इव नो भ्रमयति अलम. बहुत बहुत important shlokas. These 5-6 shlokas are summary of the Mandukya Upanishad with Karika. The second Vaitatya Prakarana Karika उनका सारांश है. And the whole text deals the subject in this manner now. We should be very sharp, subtle, to listen, to understand, to contemplate, to get convinced. Bhagavan says here, Jagat aham cha iti brahmaha. Jagat is the drishya, aham the drashta. ये दोनों भ्रम ही है. Point 1. Not real they are. Still, brahmaha sthitah eva upashamyate. The beauty of it is what? It will still continue, yet they will lose their influence of binding us. रहेंगे लेकिन हमको वो बांधने की तरह नहीं रहेंगे. स्थितः एव उपशाम्यते. रहते हुए भी नहीं रहते हैं. स्थितः एव, they still continue. उपशाम्यते, yet they dissolve. Example is giving swapna moha. When we were in the swapna again there is a moha. Moha of I, the swapna purusha, and the jagat in front of me. Parignyataha, when I wake up, do I remember or not? Swapna and Swapna Jagat and my Swapna Anubhavas. I remember, though I remember, no Brahmayati Alam, will that experience of Swapna or the world or the Swapna Purushatva of mine, will they anymore delude me? याद रहता है सपना, लेकिन सपने में जो दिया था सुख या दुख, वैसा रियलिटी सुख दुख का नहीं होता. Remember it. We remember the dream, but we don't suffer the remembering dream when we are in the waking plane. But the dream appeared to be real when we were in the dream. Then we really went through those dukkhas, sukhas. ना सुखा ना दुख, दोनों भी हमको जागृत में आने के बाद वो याद करते हुए हम फील नहीं कर सकते. That is the meaning of sthitah eva upashamyate. So too we see the world, but like a dream. For a dream for a wake person who has woken up from the dream. The one who is coming to Jagrata Avastha, he is remembering his dream. How he remembers it but doesn't get influenced by it. Same way, the Aham Jagat Vyavahar ke liye chalta rahega, but it will not be taken as Satya. That is the meaning of Sthita Eva Upashamyati. So Brahmaha Jagadaham cha iti Brahmaha Sritah eva upashamyati. Example, Swapna mohaha parijnataha na brahmayati alam iva, in that way. Iva means just like the dream remembered after waking up will not trouble us. So too after awakening to the truth through the study of the Shastra, the Ahamidam Brahma, Ahamidam Katha will us. Aham also, Idam also, both are projected on the supreme truth, the reality actually. And the entire samsara is Ahamidam only. Hmm. Idam aham is the entire samsara. Jagrat Sapna samsara. Samsara is Jagrat Sapna only, and the entire content in it is aham and contrast to aham, the idam. And this aham with the idam will have the mamata. And this aham, because of the idam, toward the idam will have entire kama, krodha, lobha, mad, matsaryadi, all manasika, durgunas are roga, and is suffering. Simple example, you sit and you remember your father-in-law who said that he'll give you some scooter or vehicle after marriage. You have married 3 times, still he has not given, or 50 years okay. Then you become angry with that father-in-law. Where is father-in-law in your own mind? Idam. And who are you? His son-in-law. You are also in the mind only. And where is your anger with him? In the mind only. And because of anger, where is the suffering? In your own mind. Any example? Don't you see that? Idam aham are projected in the mind. Mind is projected on the pure self. The self with a sense of otherness is called the mind. That sense of otherness or a mind dichotomized is called as aham and idam. And that idam grossified is the outer world, and aham in continuous loggerheads with that idam is called samsara. If you can understand these subtle things, to a great extent we can know how to avoid them and remain peaceful. So, Brahmaha, Jagad Aham Chaiti Brahmaha, Sitaha Eva Upashamyate. दिखेगा लेकिन बसाएगा नहीं. Just like the mirage water. Once we know it's a mirage, it will appear, but it won't create that thirst in our mind to go and take that water to drink. वो वाला होगा नहीं हमको. उपशाम्यति, Brahma उपशाम्यति. So the Vyavahara will not be taken as real, and that Vyavahara we know it is only for the sake of Vyavahara, and ultimately it is only Brahma projected for the play, that's it. Then next beautiful shlokas. Listen carefully. Yatha sankalpa nagare. उसी को substantiate करते हुए यथा संकल्प नगरे पुंसो हर्ष विषादिता न बाधते तथैवास्मिन् परिज्ञाते जगद्भ्रमे. I gave you already the example before studying the shloka. यथा संकल्प नगरे पुंसा. Then a पुंसा बैठे बैठे आराम से कुर्सी में एक नगर बनाया in his own संकल्प. Then Harsha Vishadita. In that Nagara, he has seen the giant wheels, or he has seen variety of exhibitions, or lot of playthings, entertainments, eateries. So he went to all of the places and he is enjoying Harsha. बैठे बैठे मजा आ रहा है. वो घुमाया घुमाया उसने उस जाइंट व्हील को, पेट में गुदगुदी हुई लेकिन मजा आया. Then there's a boat riding. It was so fantastic. Then there they gave us excellent खाना to eat. खाया और सडनली और कुछ विषाद का भी घटना भी रहा माइंड में, संकल्प नगर में. हर्ष विषाद था. विषाद also will happen, but the moment he just stops that sankalpa, still remembers it, ना बाध थे, it won't trouble him. अरे यार ये तो मेरा मन का ही खेल था. तथा एव, in the same way, अस्मिन् परिज्ञाते जगत भ्रमे. Asmin Parignyate means when the pure self is realized as a study of this Shastra, the whole Jagat Brahma will be that Purushas Sankalpa Nagara Harsha Vishada. Sorry, I was enjoying all those things, but only when I was in that ropeway traveling, the rope got cut, I fell down. Luckily, it has not taken off. It's in the beginning only. थोड़ा सा हम गिरे, खरोच वरोच आया बस, ज़्यादा नहीं. कल्प संकल्प. But as this kharoj happened, did he enjoy everything? No. It's only sankalpa. In the same way, the aham idam are nothing but sankalpa and pure Paramatma. That will be conveyed to us when we thoroughly study this Shastra. A double benefit. One benefit of Brahmasmi, another benefit of enjoying both Harsha and Vishad. And like an intelligent movie seer. He will pay money, sit in the balcony, and he is not like a stupid wife who is seated, that she enjoys only when the heroine is happy. Otherwise, throughout the movie, she'll go on crying along with. But this intelligent fellow, he enjoys everything. The comedy scene enjoys, he paid for that. The tragedy scene enjoys, the fighting scene he'll enjoy, the action scene he'll enjoy. सारा वो enjoy क्योंकि सब भ्रम है, कल्पित है. You understand that? That knack will come to us. So, as much the Janama gives Sukha, Mrityu also gives Sukha. As much Labha gives Sukha, Dhani also gives Sukha to him. Entertainment. Because both are part of the game. They are not real. Victory and defeat, everyone will give him happiness because he understands both are kalpita. The substratum का joy मिल रहा है, साथ में is enjoying both the opposite things. For the one who has not studied Yoga Vasma Ramayana, not realized the truth, the bliss of the truth missed for him, and he suffers in this samsara, both in dukkha and sukha. In dukkha anyway he'll suffer, in sukha he'll suffer because it's not going to last forever. He'll suffer because of extra greed or trishna. लोग सुख में भी दुखी होते हैं. कुछ लोग बुद्धू लोग ना, they can't enjoy. And give them nice sweet to eat. थोड़ा आधा खाकर फिर रोते पता मेरा शुगर बढ़ गया तो अरे he will cry. He will not enjoy anything. दुख सुख में भी दुखी, दुख में भी दुखी. अब इतने बेवकूफ दुनिया में होते हैं ना. And all that goes away when we study this Shastra. There is nothing but the Vyavaharika Ananda and Paramarthika Ananda. In Vyavahara, everything is Ananda. Srishti, wonderful. Changing, wonderful. Laya, changing. Somebody came in my life, wonderful. They stayed for so many years, wonderful. So much sukha they gave, wonderful. So much dukkha they gave, wonderful. They left me and went away, wonderful. Because I got the wonderful Paramatma Tattva, I am full in it. Therefore, these wonders will not fool me. I am not going to suffer. है ना? ह्यूमन बॉडी मिल गया, अच्छी तरह से युवावस्था था, एंजॉय किया, मिडिल एज केम, आई एंजॉयड, नाउ ओल्ड एज इज कमिंग, आई विल एंजॉय, वन डे आई विल हैव टू लीव इट गो, आई विल एंजॉय दैट लिविंग आल्सो, बिकॉज दिस आर ऑल कल्पित ब्रह्म, द रियलिटी इज इंटैक्ट, रियलाइज थ्रू द स्टडी ऑफ दिस शास्त्र. है कि नहीं मजा? यथा संकल्प नगरे पुंसः, पुंसम इज ऑफ द ह्यूमन बीइंग, हर्ष विषादिता न बाधते. संकल्प नगर है वो, रियल तो है नहीं. तथा एव इन द सेम वे अस्मिन् परिज्ञाते, व्हेन दिस सेल्फ इज नोन थ्रू द स्टडी ऑफ दिस शास्त्र, जगत भ्रमे, द जगत एंड अहम भ्रम, ये दोनों उनको परिबाधित या विषाद हर्ष नहीं देते हैं. राइट? देन हाँ, हर्ष विषाद रहेगा लेकिन वो बाइंड नहीं करेगा. You will enjoy all the things that are happening. In the same way, wonderful another example. Very good. This example comes 2 times. Chitra sarpaha parignataha na sarpa bhayado yatha drushya sarpaha parignataha tatha na sukha dukkhadaha. So, sarpaha. It's a chitra sarpa. But we thought as real sarpa. Then we had a fear. But then we were made to realize that ये चित्र सर्प है, not the real सर्प. Therefore, चित्र सर्प परिज्ञाता as चित्र सर्प. A snake understood of as a painted snake or a what is it, the sculptured snake. So चित्र सर्प as a चित्र सर्प when it is परिज्ञाता, na sarpa bhayadaha. Then will it give us the bhaya as a real sarpa gives us? पता चल गया यार, ये तो सही रियल पिक्चर है वो. Like when you see some big cobra movie, anaconda movie on TV, 3D में लगा है तो वो लगता है कि आपके ऊपर आया हो. That effect for some time, but you won't get fear and you run away because it's a chitra sarpa. Chitra sarpa parignata chet. The snake in a picture is understood to be a picture snake only. Na sarpa bhayadaha. It won't give the bhaya like the real sarpa. Na sarpa bhayado yatha. In the same way, drushya sarpaha. The whole Drushya Jagat is like Sarpa frightening us, poisoning us, giving us dukkha. But when it is known to be the Chitra Sarpavat only, Drushya Sarpaha Parignataha, the whole Drushya Jagat is nothing like the Chitra Sarpavat only projected. When it is known, na Sukha Dukkhadaha, neither it will give dukkha, nor will it be expected out of it any Sukha. सो दृश्य सर्प ये दृश्य मात्र ही है, ये परमात्मा के ओर आरोपित है. when it is known, neither you expect sukha from it, therefore it will not give you dukha. गुड एग्जाम्पल नो. चित्रित सर्प सर्प पता चल गया तो वो हमको सर्प का भय नहीं देता. उसे होल जगत, when you know the दृश्य जगत is only as brahma, it won't give us any real experience of dukkha. But that will be when we awaken to the truth. Underline the word awakening. Awaken from the dreamer, then from this standpoint, dream won't bind us. Awaken to the truth that it's a Chitra Sarpa, then the earlier Bhaya, which was there because you took the Sarpa to be real, gone. So to the whole Jagat we take as reality. It's only Sankalpa. Both Jiva and Jagat, Drashta and Drashya, दोनों कल्पित ही है. What is reality, sir? The Sachidananda Brahma. We are awakened to the truth. We are awakened truly, deeply to the truth, to the core of our heart, that from the heart, the ignorance that I as a Jiva is real, the world is real, I am persecuted by that Jagat, all this Brahma will be understood as Brahma. Now, the Brahma is taken as reality. Another Swapna is a Brahma, but taken as real. In Swapna, therefore we suffered. But when you wake up, you know the standpoint of waking. From here, that is only Brahma. So to when we awaken to the self, the entire drashta, drishya, both are Brahma. Brahma, when it is realized as Brahma, won't bind us. Only when you take it as real, it will trouble you. Whether it is Rajju Sarpa Brahma, whether it is Shuktika Rajata Brahma, whether it is Mrugatrushtika Brahma, whether it is Jiva Jagat Brahma, Drashta Drishya Brahma. When they are realized as Brahma, they won't bind. When they are taken as real, because you have not realized the reality, then they will bind us by giving us the Sukha Dukkha, both bind us. दुख anyway bind करता है. सुख भी, it's not a sukha, it's the other side of the dukkha. It will end up in dukkha only. Clear? In this way, parigyanena sarpatvam chitra sarpasya nashyati. है ना? चित्र सर्पस्य चित्र सर्पत्व परिज्ञानेन सर्पत्वम नश्यति. इट्स चित्र सर्प करके जानने से उस सर्पत्व जिसमें वो फण है, वो हिल रहा है, वो बाइट करेगा, उसके अंदर विष है, ऑल ऑफ दैट गोज अवे. यथा इन द सेम वे तथा एव संसारः स्थितः एव उपशाम्यते. दिस वर्ड केम 4 श्लोकास बैक आल्सो. अगेन हियर सेज स्थितः एव उपशाम्यते. It continues, but it will not be taken as real. It is understood as the Brahma, and Brahma and Kalpana won't trouble us. And as early as possible, by our efforts and God's grace, let us understand the meaning of the Brahma, meaning of the Kalpana. है ना? है ही नहीं वहां, जो है उसको नहीं देखने के कारण जो नहीं है हम कल्पित कर रहे. Like the rope alone is there, but you don't know the rope. So therefore, we have done the kalpana of the snake on that. Brahma वो होता है. Same way, everywhere nothing but one Paramatma alone. That is not realized. Then entire Jiva Drashta, Jagat Drashya is being imagined. And always it is the Jagat, Jiva, who is persecuted by the Jagat because of his ignorance. Jagat is not troubled by us. We are troubled by the Jagat. Jagat is Jada. And we only in our ignorance. When we awaken, I am that Brahman in whom both seer and seen are projected. That seer and seen tamasha continues, but it will not bind. It's the beauty of this Vedanta Jnana. Here we are going to learn. Right? Then we have more slokas. 41 we have seen. And then 42 onwards. एक क्यूट पॉइंट भगवान कहते हैं. इसको कल हम देखेंगे विस्तार से. आज सिर्फ मीनिंग. 42nd मंत्र आई एम टेलिंग. सुमनः पल्लवा मर्दे किंचित व्यतिकरो भवेत् Paramarthapada praptau nati vyatikarolpakaha. So Sumanaha Pallava Amarde. Sumana means a lotus, a beautiful flower. Pallava means a tender leaf, very tender leaf. When you have to pluck that flower or any petal of the flower, or to pluck that tender leaf, there will be kinchid vi atikaraha bhavet. Little, there will be little shrama to us. There will be shrama to us when we pluck a tender leaf or a flower. Okay, then Paramartha Pada Prapto. Through the study of these Yoga Asmara Shastra, in obtaining Paramartha Pada, that is Paramatma Prapti Moksha, natu Vyatikara Albakaha, even that much effort required to pluck a flower or pluck a tender leaf also is not. It's always ever eternally with us. It's only a minute effort of focusing attention towards it. That's it. इतना आसान है ब्रह्म ज्ञान कि वो पत्ते को तोड़ने से भी उतना भी मेहनत नहीं होगा. टेंडर पत्ता इतना टेंडर, टच करो पटक गिर जाता है. इवन दैट फ्लावर आल्सो, ऐसा कर दो गिरता है. दैट मच एफर्ट आल्सो इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड इन ब्रह्म ज्ञान. दैट मच दिस शास्त्र विल गाइड अस इन, बिकॉज that Pallava is something other than me, and it needs some avayava movement, and they have to, hand has to go there, pluck it, थोड़ा एनर्जी लगता है, so many no. बट आत्मन के लिए उसे वो भी जरूरत नहीं यार, वो तो तुम ऑलरेडी हो. एंड वी लोग ना इतना बतंगड़ बनाते इस बात को, एंड नॉट यू पीपल, यू आर सो इनोसेंट. पीपल लाइक अस हु टॉक ऑन दिस शास्त्र अगेन एंड अगेन मेक इट मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड दैट यू रन अवे फ्रॉम द स्पिरिचुअल पाथ. Whereas Vaashishtha is as more simpler and easier than plucking a flower or plucking a tender leaf. उतना भी व्यतिकराहा भी अतिकराहा, उतना मेहनत भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Like this, he will guide us in some further wonderful shlokas. Let's enjoy them tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parambrahmane SHRUTI Tatsat Brahmarpanam Astu. Great. Lovely Shastra it is. Amma. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युत भाति तमेव भाति तस्य भास मंगल गुरुग्रह ब्रह्म प्रदा नारायण दास. बोल श्री परब्रह्म भगवान की जय. श्री योगास्मरण शास्त्र की, श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. पार समस्त श्रोता साधक उपास जिज्ञा धर्म संस्था मोक्ष भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. आइएगा 5 मिनट में, और 3 ग्रंथ हमको पढ़ने हैं.